Now, Good Morning Northwest, the federal government targets Washington in a first-of-its-kind investigation into transgender athlete policies. Local school districts are already putting decisions on hold.
And we've got another jump in temperatures today. How warm you should be planning for it to be this afternoon, plus some changes to your weekend forecast.
And gunshots near Gonzaga Prep trigger a school lockdown, but quick action by police and neighbors leads to an arrest. How the community responded to keep students safe. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, May 1st. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray with your first alert forecast. We have a great day today.
We have a great day, and basically we're just repeating the beautiful weather we had yesterday, but just a little bit warmer, and that begins this morning in many areas. A lot of us waking up in the 40s. Spokane's at 44, Coeur d'Alene's at 41, St. Mary's at 40 degrees. We have some 30s out there still. Colville always efficient at cooling on a clear night, 30 degrees, 36 in Bonners Ferry, 40s in Pullman and Ritzville as well to get our day started. We, instead of being upper 60s to right around 70, I expect us to be in the low to mid 70s today with a light south wind, 73 degrees and almost perfect sunshine for the majority of the day. You'll see just a few fair weather clouds, and this is part of a warm up we've been talking about all week. It's going to peak on Friday. For many of us, this will be our first 80-degree day of 2025. But then after that, as we head into Bloomsday weekend, a lot of folks keeping an eye on the forecast here. Well, things start cooling off, but it also means there's a better chance for active weather with that big temperature change. We'll talk more about that here in a few minutes.
Matt, thanks. Is allowing transgender athletes to play on girls' sports teams a violation of federal law?
And that's what the U.S. government's Title IX team is investigating right here in Washington schools. The team is a joint initiative of the Department of Education and the U.S. Department of Justice. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon is calling the investigation a first of its kind. She goes on to say, Washington State appears to use its position of authority to coerce its districts into hiding gender identity information from students' parents and to adopt policies to covertly smuggle gender ideology into the classroom, confusing students and letting boys into girls' sports, bathrooms, and locker rooms. If true, these are clear violations of parental rights and female equality in athletics, which are protected by federal laws that will be enforced by the Trump administration.
But Washington Superintendent of Public Instruction Chris Reichtel says the state has had laws in place since 2006 prohibiting discrimination based on gender identity. Local school districts, including Meade, have raised concerns over this issue recently. On Monday, Meade's school board was set to vote on a newly proposed transgender student policy, but that vote was delayed.
I feel like we need to look over this with the legal team and have time to come back and have further discussions with the board and get more clarity with OSPI and go through each item instead of just this summarization of their opinion on those.
We have not received word yet on when this new vote will take place. As this story develops, we'll keep you posted on KXLY.com.
We have another update to a fatal shooting from last week. An 18-year-old is in jail charged with murder in the deadly shooting at a Maverick gas station last Friday. New court documents indicate it was gang-related. Quentin Hutchison and 3 others pulled into the Maverick early Friday morning. Court documents say when they got out, they were accosted by 4 men in a black SUV who followed them to the entrance. The men asked them where they were from. Hutchison told them he was IPO, short for Indian Pride Organization, a documented criminal street gang. According to court documents, the men from the SUV who had guns in their waistbands circled the group. That's when Hutchison pulled out a modified handgun and opened fire, killing 24-year-old Timothy Allen Jr. and critically hurting another person. Hutchison turned himself into police on Monday.
A series of gunshots near Gonzaga Prep forced the school into a brief lockdown, ending with a teenager in custody. Spokane police responded to reports of several gunshots yesterday afternoon, less than a mile from Prep. It happened in an alleyway near the Catholic Charities Gonzaga Haven Apartments at Nevada and North Foothills Drive. Police say that neighbors watched a teenager run back inside moments after they heard the gunfire. When police arrived, they questioned the teen and then took him into custody. It's unclear where those shots were aimed, but police say no one was hurt. Good
Good morning from the Breaking Now desk. News that may impact you in Grant County. If you see or smell smoke in Moses Lake throughout the month of May, don't panic. It's not a wildfire or an emergency. It's part of a spring training for the Aircraft Rescue Firefighting Program, or ARFF. That training kicks off today and includes controlled fires. So you can expect to see and smell smoke in the area. The training is happening at the ARFF facility near Big Bend Community College, and a long-running program with the college, the Port of Moses Lake, and the FAA. Fire crews from around the Northwest and Canada take part. So again, if you smell smoke, it's just a drill. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, it is a fantastic and fun way to shop local. Farmers market season is officially here.
There are so many to choose from in Spokane, like the Kendall Yards Night Market and the Spokane Farmers Market. No matter which you choose, you can support your local growers and enjoy the best these farmers markets have to offer. For the full list of markets available and when they open, look for this story on KXLY.com.
Farmers market season might be one of my favorites, and we have a new one opening up a little later over in the Spokane Valley area, the Scale House Market, that indoor year-round one. Not too long before that one's opening.
Looking forward to that. Good morning, Northwest Time is now 6:06.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray as we kick off our month of May.
Month of May, and a beautiful start to things in Sandpoint this morning. Just a few high clouds. Be a really nice day to maybe get out on the water on the boat. Just remember, that water's still pretty cold. A lot of melted snow this time of year. Your forecast and how warm we're expecting things to get over the next week coming up.
A different route home from the grocery store turned into a life-saving detour. How a local woman helping to save a 13-year-old boy, coming up.
Kidnapping or protection? Venezuela and the U.S. clash over a toddler separated from her parents during deportation. The accusations flying between both countries. Straight ahead.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Hi, I'm Ken.
And I'm Donnie.
We lead the advocates.
The advocates fight for each of our injured clients. We take on big insurance and get big results.
We're both advocates, but we're very different from each other.
That's true.
I say potato, she says...
Potato.
Oh, I guess we're the same there.
Potato. Do people say that a different way?
Potato.
Who says it that way?
Never mind. Injured, you deserve an advocate.
Starting over is hard following a divorce because now it's just you. You are the one making the financial decisions for your family. As I've gone through this process, BECU was incredibly helpful, making sure that I could track down the financial documents that I needed or to open an account with my new name. I'm really proud of how far I've come, how I've been able to rebuild for myself and my family, and BECU is an important part of that.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
Good morning, Northwest. It is 9 minutes after 6. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The Venezuelan Foreign Ministry has accused the U.S. of kidnapping a 2-year-old girl, demanding that she be returned to her family.
The toddler was separated from her mother as she was boarding a deportation flight back to Venezuela. The U.S. also deported the girl's father to a notorious prison in El Salvador. The Department of Homeland Security has, without evidence, accused her parents of being part of a Venezuelan gang and denied abducting her, saying she was removed from the deportation flight last night for, quote, her safety and welfare. She's currently with a foster family. Venezuela has vowed to take all legal and diplomatic measures to secure her return.
The Treasury Department says the U.S. and Ukraine have signed an agreement on a natural resources deal. This agreement will give Washington, D.C. access to the untapped mineral riches in Ukraine. President Donald Trump says this can be considered payment for investment into Ukraine by the U.S. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky had planned to sign this deal in February during a White House visit, but as you know, things fell apart when he and Trump had a contentious meeting in the Oval Office.
The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says it will require all new vaccines to be tested in placebo-controlled trials before they're licensed for use. The policy change could raise questions about clearing the use for updated COVID-19 boosters. These vaccines get updated each year to better target circulating strains of the virus. Experts warn that requiring placebo-controlled trials before clearing new versions would delay availability of updated shots by months.
Severe weather killed 4 people in Pennsylvania and at least 2 in Oklahoma this week. The violent storms tore through more than a dozen states, bringing hurricane-strength wind gusts, hail, and tornadoes. A derecho, a long-track storm with destructive winds, left a trail of damage across a path of more than 500 miles from eastern Indiana through much of Pennsylvania. More than 900 flights in and out of the U.S. were canceled, and 250,000 people lost power.
A pretty serious severe weather day in other parts of the country. 80s, meanwhile, for us as we head into tomorrow, but our weekend becomes a little bit more unsettled. We'll take a closer look coming up.
It is almost time to celebrate moms in our lives, and this year 4 News Now and BECU can help.
You could win a $100 gift card for your mom just by sharing her picture with us. Go to KXLY.com/momsday and enter our Mother's Day giveaway. There will be some lucky moms that will win, 3 lucky moms rather, that will win a $100 gift card to Elle's Tastes and Teas in Spokane Valley. We'll also be sharing photos throughout the week, shouting out your moms. So what a great way to say I love you and share a picture.
Yeah, let us see.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:12.
Lying unconscious in the middle of a Spokane crosswalk, a 13-year-old boy's heart stopped beating. The stranger who helped when seconds matter most, and the emotional reunion that followed. We'll show you.
But first, check out what your Thursday morning is looking like. We got a live view today of the Spokane River. Just a gorgeous start to another great day ahead. We'll be back with more Good Morning Northwest coming up right after this break.
It's Missisquoi Casino Hotel's 31st anniversary. We're celebrating by giving you the chance to win over $62,000 in cash and prizes, including adventures on a pontoon, on a flight to your favorite getaway, or your choice of a new car or cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. 31 years of jackpots, food, and fun. Learn more at Missisquoi.com.
Sketchy phone calls. We've all gotten one, but there's a new scammer on the line who knows exactly when and who to target. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. I'll show you the twist catching local families off guard and how to protect yourself tonight at 6, only on 4 News Now.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
Insurance companies are big, and they know it. They'll delay payment and deny valid claims,
hoping you'll give up and take a lowball offer.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay up.
Injured and getting big-timed by the insurance company?
Call 800-LAW-0842. Today, tonight, and tomorrow, Cal Cars is kicking off the month with a 72-hour sale at both Cal locations, where they are marking down over 72 trucks, cars, and SUVs to sell fast. Plus, delaying all payments until August 1st. And $0 down is all you need. This is your chance to save thousands and trade your old vehicle in for something better with a complimentary 2-year service maintenance plan included. But it's only today through this Sunday at Cal.
There's a good feeling we get when we show up for others, whether it's a family member, a neighbor, or a local nonprofit we care about. When you donate or volunteer to support nonprofits, great things happen. That's what Give Big is all about. Give Big is Washington's annual giving campaign that benefits nonprofits of all kinds across our state. On May 6th and 7th, visit wagives.org to discover and donate to nonprofits making good things happen.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers. Integrated, innovative, inspired.
The Book of Mormon is the best musical of this century. You won't believe how funny it is. You won't believe how much heart it has. And when it's over, you won't believe how much you'll want to see it again. The Book of Mormon, June 3rd through 7th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Best of Broadway season tickets on sale at shows.broadwayspokane.com.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Good morning and welcome back. Your time is 6:16. We all get stuck in our daily routines of how we live life. We order the same coffee, drive the same way to work, go to the same stores.
Then there are those times that for some reason we can't always explain, we do something different. That is how one Spokane woman ended up saving a young boy's life. Allison Martinez has the story.
Life is a series of choices. Last week, Heather made a simple one. She took a different route home from the grocery store. She left her home to buy eggs. She came back a hero.
I just saw someone laying in the road with a bike right next there, and I could see that he was right in the middle of the crosswalks.
What she didn't know was that 13-year-old Derek was having a heart attack.
I had my hand on his chest, and just like, I think that's the thing that strikes me the most is like this healthy, strong boy is like, he's supposed to be like full of life, and I could just feel like this isn't right. Like,
Derek is the same age as Heather's stepson. This was not lost on her as she fought for his life.
Amazingly enough, I mean, I remembered right where to put my hands. I remembered the pressure, and with the help of the dispatcher giving me instructions, because I think there was a little fear there. Like,
it's been decades since she'd learned CPR, but in that moment, she was the lifeline between a mother and her son until paramedics arrived.
I couldn't imagine him not being here.
In the hospital, Derek's mom, Leah, says little made sense except for one thing. A stranger's courage gave her a second chance with her son. The reunion was a moment they'll all cherish forever.
I just hugged her and thanked her. He wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her.
There are still no answers for what caused a healthy 13-year-old to have a heart attack. Today, Derek wears a medical alert tag that acts as a safety net for the unknown. One thing is clear. Heather was the right person in the right place at the right time. Her courage and her CPR training saved his life.
I'm grateful to have got to be a piece of that puzzle that got him back on his feet.
In Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now. Now, the big takeaway both families want people to have is the importance of not being a bystander. If you see something, say something, and don't be afraid to actually do something. Now, Heather had also been CPR certified earlier in life, and those skills were just so important here. So take a class if you can. Absolutely.
It's amazing, and I was sharing with you that I have taken classes multiple times in the past, and I would be so afraid that I would forget everything, but like she said, just kind of
just second nature right when she needed it.
Awesome. Absolutely. What an incredible story.
I'm glad Derek's okay.
Amazing people out there. Yeah, he's still smiling when I met him. He's
I love
just
it.
an incredible boy.
So special. All right, thanks, Allison. We're taking a live look outside this morning.
Look at the river.
Such a beautiful sight to see. The sun is shining. Another gorgeous day. We've just had a string of lucky weather here, Matt.
We certainly have.
Yeah.
Certainly have.
Let's get more.
I know. It'd be
we?
nice to get more. Gotta get some Tuesdays, however. Remember when it was kind of rainy in the morning and then we had nice in the afternoon? We need a couple more days like that. April ended up being a very dry month here in the inland Northwest. This is the ranks for Spokane over the last month that just ended yesterday. The wetness rank 108 out of the 145 years in the record with just 0.57 inches of rain. The average is about 1.25 inches for the month of April. So we need a good month of May for rain to kind of get us where we ought to be, where we need to be. There are some still areas of normally dry conditions, even some drought in the Silver Valley. Something we'll have to keep an eye on here if we don't see the rain start to get going again here in the month of May. And if you like some interesting insight into your weather, you know, I got a newsletter that comes out every Friday. It's called The Brainstorm. You can hit the QR code there, or you can head to KXLY.com to sign up. But let's talk more about what's coming up in your forecast, which for the most part is not very wet at all. And so that's great for being outside, but as we just talked about, could use some rain from time to time. Our highs for Thursday, low 70s. It's going to be another beautiful day today. We'll be close to 80 degrees in many parts of central Washington, like Moses Lake, Omak, Grand Coulee, the LC Valley, close to 80 as well. Don't worry, you'll get there tomorrow. High pressure in control, but it's not going to be that way forever. We will, by the time we get to Saturday, start to see things change and have at least an opportunity for a shower or two going through the day on Saturday. Right now, it looks like the timeline for when the best chance of weather for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area will be, as far as wet weather goes, and perhaps a thunderstorm or two, is going to be very late Saturday and then through the overnight into very early Sunday morning. And so that kind of opens the door here for some lingering showers as we get into the start of Bloomsday on Sunday. So I have had to raise the rain chances a little bit just for the early hours there, the earliest start times. By the time we get towards about 10 o'clock, we'll start to see those rain chances really drop off. But we may see rain for at least about half the day in some parts of North Idaho. So something to keep in mind there for your weekend. And then we're back up towards 80 degrees again, heading into next work week. So just a very brief chance for rain at kind of the wrong time for many people looking to get out this weekend.
Rain just coming in, making everything green, and then back with the sunshine.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
All right, your time is now 6:21.
The Spokane Chiefs hit the road for Game 3 of the Western Conference Championship against the Portland Winterhawks in hopes of getting a massive 3-0 lead in this best-of-7 series. We'll have highlights from last night's game. It's coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
I'm Drew Henry, tea maker and founder of Revival Tea Company, and we're right here at Yolks Fresh Market. We started in 2018 in Spokane. We are super proud of getting our peppermint from Washington State, our honey from bees in Spokane. We've collaborated with Dry Fly and turned into canned cocktails. We definitely would not be where we're at today without the support from some amazing local partners like Yolks. Oh yeah, the more and more we can work together, that's been a really fun thing as we continue to grow.
Check out Revival Tea at Yolks Fresh Market.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the shop owner who knows your order by heart, and the mentors who leave a lasting impact. Here for singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and big comeback stories. Here for the long haul from Omak to Sandpoint to Baker City. Here for your family, your neighbors, for you. STCU. Here for good.
With local utility rebates and massive tax credits available, it's now possible to upgrade to a heat pump for less than a traditional air conditioner. Heat pumps are far more efficient than air conditioners when it comes to heating and cooling your home. Get year-round comfort with higher efficiency, all while lowering your monthly utility bills. So don't be fooled into buying outdated air conditioning technology. Upgrade to a heat pump. The smart choice for smart homeowners. Call Bill's Heating and AC today for your free estimate.
A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 8th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace, and we had a pretty huge game last night for the Spokane Chiefs. They headed on the road to play the Portland Winterhawks, needing a win to start the Western Conference Series Finals up 3-0, a feat not achieved since their 2008 Memorial Cup winning season. No score, 12 minutes into the game. Chiefs in the O-zone long shot push back another close range. Chase Harrington. Spokane takes the initial lead of the game. Portland ties it late in the first, Chiefs winning the face-off, and holy smokes, Josh Zakreski, an absolute missile from Mount Hood, shattering the back of the net, 2-1 game. Spokane power play, another tie, second period at 2-all. Spin around Owen Martin, happily welcomed the score sheet. Chiefs lead for the third time, back inside 90 seconds in the second period, 3-on-2. Look at the puck movement, tic-tac-toe goal between Berkeley Cat and Braden Crampton, finished by Andrew Crystal. Spokane not looking back in this one. They win it 8-5. This win sets the Chiefs up for a conference-clinching showdown in Portland tonight. And we'll have highlights of that and more coming up on 4 News Now at 6 and Nightside.
Go Chiefs, go!
They have made it so exciting, haven't they?
It's so much fun to watch this team, and hopefully we can continue to keep watching them.
It is now 6:25.
President Trump says he's in no rush to end the trade war with China, even as new data shows the U.S. economy is shrinking. So what does this mean for your wallet? We have that story coming up right after this.
Plus, a major change for struggling students at East Valley High. The school district says summer school is no longer meeting expectations. What it's doing instead, straight ahead. As we go to break, here's your first look. What's coming up on GMA?
In this morning's GMA First Look, NFL Hall of Famer John Elway's golf cart tragedy.
It was nothing like we've ever seen.
Authorities investigating a tragic golf cart accident involving Hall of Fame quarterback John Elway and his longtime friend and business partner Jeff Sperbeck, who died from his injuries. They were reportedly leaving a party after attending the Stagecoach Music Festival on Saturday with their spouses when Sperbeck fell from the golf cart and hit his head, according to TMZ. Back in the 90s, Sperbeck was Elway's agent, and the quarterback went on to win 2 Super Bowls in his 16 seasons with the Denver Broncos. In 2017, there were an estimated 18,000 golf cart injuries filling up emergency rooms across the country. And coming up here at 7 a.m., we have the very latest on John Elway and the investigation with your GMA First Look. I'm Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love with who you love? It's time to get back out there with Fasenra. Fasenra is an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma that is taken once every 8 weeks and can also be taken conveniently at home. Fasenra helps prevent asthma attacks. Most patients did not have an attack in the first year. Fasenra is proven to help you breathe better so you can get back to doing day-to-day activities. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop asthma treatments without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur. Get back to better breathing. Get back to what you've missed. Ask your doctor about Fasenra, the only asthma treatment taken once every 8 weeks. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Alpha Omega Tours. BECU would like to celebrate your mom this Mother's Day. Share a picture of your mom and tell us the impact she's made on your life. She'll be entered for a chance to win a $100 gift card courtesy of BECU. Enter at KXLY.com/Mom's Day. At Arada's Automax, the owner's daughter, Tatum, has been helping people with special sales for over a decade.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tatum Arada. What sale are you doing now, Daddy? Daddy, what's a tax return sale? What's a blue book sale? Can people really get cash, Daddy, and a car? Daddy, does that mean $1 will buy Arada card trucks and RVs? I have $1. Hurry in, everyone. Arada great deals. And remember, we're Arada fun, too.
Don't miss the sales going on now at Arada's Automax and Mitsubishi.
Luxurious Karastan flooring. The flooring you need to live beautifully. With the National Karastan Month Journey into Savings event, enjoy savings with style. Experience the luxury of Karastan.
2 locations, Flooring Outlet and Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
Don't let congestion take over. Afrin No-Trip. Wow. Ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief.
Wow.
The wow is real.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now Story Tracker. It's following the stories that are getting people talking today.
11 Syracuse lacrosse players face unlawful imprisonment charges in an alleged hazing incident. The Onondaga County DA says the West Hill High School students lured 5 younger teammates into the woods where masked individuals appeared armed. 4 escaped, but 1 was allegedly forced into a car trunk. The suspects have been released pending legal proceedings, with juveniles heading to family court. Older students await arraignment.
This month will be the last month for Joann Fabric stores. The company says all of its remaining locations will close down over the next few weeks. Plans to close the stores were announced earlier this year after Joann filed for bankruptcy for the 2nd time in a year.
Just in case you weren't spending enough money, now robots can do it for you. Visa and MasterCard both announced this week an option for artificial intelligence to find and buy products for customers. You can still get set guardrails and preferences, but both MasterCard and Visa say their AI can select items and make online purchases by themselves. And that's not all. Amazon's also testing its own AI shopping agent. And may we humbly suggest only letting AI shop for you at retailers with generous return policies.
Probably some good advice, because
you never know.
The robots could just go rogue.
They could go rogue.
You never know.
I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, May 1st. We're going to start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at our first alert forecast. Don't go rogue on the forecast. though.
Yeah, no. I'm not giving the forecast my credit card number. That's for sure. Live conditions this morning. It's going to be another beautiful day. 44 in Spokane, 41 in Coeur d'Alene. The sun is coming up. It's going to be another beautiful day and just a tad warmer than what we were yesterday, where we were in the upper 60s. Instead, how about low to mid 70s for you? And that is going to help us warm up really quickly with the warmth today. We'll be in the upper 50s by 10 o'clock. Stay in the 70s for a good portion of the afternoon and even into the start of your evening, and then stay in the 60s right up until the sun goes down, which is now right around 8 o'clock now at this time of the year. We keep on warming. On Friday, it'll be our first 80-degree day of the year in many areas, well above our average, which is right about 62, 63 this time of the year. And then we start cooling off into the weekend. But with that cool down comes the opportunity for something that we probably don't want for Bloomsday weekend, and that is the chance for rain. We are going to take a closer look at that coming up.
Thanks. President Trump says he is in no rush to negotiate trade deals with China and other countries, despite signs of an economic downturn in the U.S.
The new data shows that the nation's economy is slowing down. Trump insists this will all be worth it. We have ABC's Christian Cordero with the details from D.C.
After starting a trade war that launched market turmoil and a murky economic forecast, President Trump now says he's in no rush to make deals to end it.
I'm in less of a hurry than you are. We are sitting on the catbird seat. They want us. We don't need them.
The president has insisted the stock market losses and rising prices will level the playing field and bring jobs back to the U.S. But during a town hall last night, he didn't offer a timeline as to when Americans will start reaping the benefits. At the nation's busiest port in Los Angeles, the number of cargo ships coming in next week is down 36% from this time last year. Retailers warn Trump's tariffs could soon lead to product shortages, with orders now being canceled, particularly on items from China, where nearly 80% of toys sold in the U.S. are made. Trump now suggesting kids may have to settle for fewer toys this year.
Well, maybe the children will have $2 instead of $30, you know?
New data shows the U.S. economy shrank in the first quarter, the GDP dropping 0.3%, the worst since 2022. And the S&P 500 ended Trump's 100th day down almost 8% compared to his first day in office. Trump, despite previously taking credit for stock market gains upon his return to the White House, now blames his predecessor.
You probably saw some numbers today, and I have to start off by saying that's Biden. That's not Trump.
In her most extensive remarks since the election, former vice president and presidential candidate Kamala Harris called out Trump's trade war.
So look, some people are describing what's been happening in recent months as absolute chaos. And of course, I understand why. And it's certainly true of those tariffs. Tariffs that, as I predicted, are clearly inviting a recession.
Before Trump took office, the U.S. saw 33 straight months of economic growth under Biden. Consensus among economists is tariffs are the reason for the decline. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And Trump's tariffs are resulting in higher prices for brides-to-be, with one local bridal shop noting a sharp increase in prices for wedding dresses. Candy Bartlett is the owner of Love Beauty Fame in Spokane. She says that most wedding dresses are manufactured in China, but some companies won't even ship to the U.S. anymore. She says it's been challenging to keep her dresses at affordable prices.
Well, I'll either have to pay the higher tariff fees for the ones that will still continue to ship here, but I would definitely be relying more on the fact that I can manufacture dresses as long as I can still get the laces and things.
Bartlett says many other bridal shops don't have the ability to make those dresses in-house. Deputies arrested a man on drug trafficking charges when they found a suspected drug lab in a home near Quincy.
According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, the investigation into the home began April 21st, but was interrupted when they found a hand grenade and other explosives. They called in a bomb squad and found the grenade did not contain any explosives, but they did remove other explosive-making materials from the home. Investigators found a meth lab, a DMT lab, a mushroom growing operation, and 29 guns on the property. They arrested Jason Bessel on suspicion of drug trafficking. He posted bail and is out free. As the school year begins to wind down, parents and kids start making summer plans.
But parents of high schoolers at East Valley are facing a new challenge this year. Summer school is no longer an option for students who have fallen behind. Earlier this week, a letter went out to East Valley High School parents saying summer school is canceled.
It is not meeting the needs. It is not meeting the rigor expectations that we have for our students.
That is Matt Orndorff, who's East Valley's Director of Secondary Teaching and Learning. He says they tried something new this year to help struggling students. Knights Academy is a class during the school year that's focused on credit recovery. He says that it's better and more accessible than summer school. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:37.
Meteorologist Matt Gray checking in on our May Day morning.
May Day morning, and here's the Veterans Memorial Bridge out there along Lake Coeur d'Alene, a beautiful scenic spot in Kootenai County. And the sun is coming up, and we are getting set for another beautiful day. It's going to be heating up around here headed into tomorrow. We'll show you how warm it'll get coming up.
Is Spokane County prepared for a measles outbreak? New data shows vaccination rates among young children have dropped to concerning levels. What you need to know to protect your family. That story when we come back.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals? Let's go! Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness.
Join the movement.
Playing baseball at Gonzaga University was a dream come true for me. I went from playing an organized sport to life, which is very much unorganized.
guess we're the adults now, but BECU is always there to help us out.
Things to think about are paying bills, affording a house, planning for college, taking care of dogs.
We have so much to plan for. Having BECU as a partner just gives us total peace of mind.
WSECU Cashback Checking. You give and give and give. Let's give you something back. Just use your debit card to earn. WSECU Cashback Checking. Let's credit union.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops,
Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
It's a sit, sleep, and relax sale at Walker's Furniture as we kick off our Memorial Day savings early.
Everything you can sit down on, fall asleep on, or recline back in comfort on is on sale. With our huge warehouses, we can offer bigger savings while supplies last. So lock in these low prices and take advantage of early Memorial Day savings.
Plus, special 5-year financing is available with no money down.
This is your moment to relax more and spend less this week at Walker's.
Welcome back. It is 6:40. In News for Your Health, fears over a measles outbreak in Spokane County are growing. New data from the Spokane Regional Health District shows only 69% of kids between the ages of 4 and 6 in our area are vaccinated against the disease. That's lower than some states that have massive outbreaks. It's also lower than King County, where all of the cases in Washington are concentrated right now.
Our rates have always been a little lower than the west side historically. But I haven't really seen them this low, especially like the 4 to 6 year olds. They're supposed to be getting ready for kindergarten.
The CDC, the World Health Organization, and many other medical groups recommend children get their first dose of the measles vaccine between 12 and 15 months and a second dose between 4 and 6 years. The disease is very contagious, and doctors urge you to contact your primary care doctor immediately if you believe your child might be infected. More information on what you can do to stay up to date on your child's immunization on KXLY.com.
10-second takeaway in your forecast. 70s today and 80s for the first time this year on Friday in many areas. And then our weekend starts cooling off, but it'll be a little unsettled with a chance for rain. More on that coming up.
Scared, worried, and mad. That's how a local mom says she felt when a scam call targeted her family.
In this scam, the caller claims to be Sergeant Young from the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. His offer, an early release from jail for your loved one. The twist here is that the mom was actually waiting for a call about a family member who was arrested the night before. Now, we're protecting her identity for privacy concerns, but she wants to share her story because she doesn't think that this was the scammer's first or last call.
And you're not thinking straight. At least I wasn't thinking straight, because I really was like, okay, yeah, where do I give my card? Where do I, here's your money.
She talks about the signs that made her hang up the phone. And the one thing you should say next time someone is calling you asking for payment over the phone. We'll tell you what that is. That's tonight on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock. Some important information there. And a very scary situation. Wow.
Yeah, definitely. Good morning. Northwest time is 6:42.
Well, the sunshine and warm weather is here, but are you prepared to have some fun in the sun? Hannah Joy is live in studio.
There are so many options for sunscreen, but which ones will best protect your family this summer? We're breaking down the latest Consumer Report findings when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Lindor, Swanson.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu has such a stacked lineup, it calls for a
trade proposal.
My s'mores for your mixing bowl mashup.
You got a deal.
Trade up to the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. With new Mixing Bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard menu.
You drive a hard bargain, kid.
Right now with DQ.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I had to start engineering my own arch support. So I got that, then I put this in there, this one. Finally, before I added another one of these in, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. And if I'd have just gone to Good Feet, I'd have been better off in the first place.
Good Feet arch supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Did you know Corsair is an old-timey word for pirate? Me neither. But more importantly, it's a new-timey word for a luxury car that'll shiver your timbers at Northern Quest. It's the $110,000 Corsair Conquest giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card, and you could set sail in a brand new Lincoln Corsair. Grand prize drawing May 31st. Pre-party from 2 to 6 p.m. in case you're feeling, pillagey.
The wait is over. It's grand opening day at Brett's RV and Marine in Liberty Lake. Join us Saturday, May 3rd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. for a day packed with free food from local food trucks, photo op with fun mascots and fairy tale princesses, face painting, s'more making stations, store tours, live music, prize giveaways, and amazing deals on every RV and boat. Off I-90 in Liberty Lake. Get the details at brettsrv.com and come celebrate.
4 News Now is brought to you by the YMCA.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:45. Bloomsday is coming up quick, and so is the sun. And when you're trudging up Doomsday Hill, staying in the shade isn't exactly an option.
No. Will your sunscreen keep up and keep you and your family safe? That's what Consumer Reports found out. Hannah Joy is in studio helping you get ready and stay safe as we spend more time outdoors.
Robin, with 80s in the forecast, sunscreen might just be your most important gear, but not all do the job. Consumer Reports tested more than 100, so we're now going to tell you which ones held up and which ones didn't. Whether you're hitting the beach or just out in the garden, sunscreen should be a no-brainer. But after testing over 100 products, Consumer Reports found some surprising gaps in how well they actually protect you from the sun's cancer-causing rays.
We found major performance differences among sunscreens, even those that came from the same brand. And in some cases in CR's tests, the protection offered didn't match the SPF that's listed on the label.
Experts recommend sunscreen with at least SPF 30, but it's not just about the number. You also need one that's labeled broad spectrum. That way it protects you from both UVA and UVB rays.
UVB rays primarily cause sunburn. UVA rays contribute to premature skin aging. Both types contribute to the risk of skin cancer, which remains the most common kind of cancer in the United States.
To test SPF, experts slather sunscreen on small patches of skin. Then they soak it for 40 or 80 minutes, depending on how water resistant the product claims to be. After that, they expose it to simulated sunlight and check the next day for any redness. Now, when it comes to testing UVA protection, it starts with plastic plates. Experts supply sunscreen, then expose the plates to UV light. Next, they use special tools to measure how much of the harmful rays get through and how well the sunscreen really works. So, which one did the best? This year, Coppertone Water Baby's lotion SPF 50 rose to the top. It scored high in both UVA protection and SPF performance. And if sprays are more your style, Eucerin Advanced Hydration Spray SPF 50 came out on top.
Even the best sunscreen can underperform if you don't apply it correctly, or you don't reapply it every 2 hours or immediately after swimming or sweating heavily.
Now, think about a shot glass. That's how much sunscreen Consumer Reports says you'll need to cover your whole body. And like I said, if sprays are more your style, keep spraying until your skin shines. Rub it in, and that's how you'll know you're fully covered.
reminder, sunscreen isn't just for the summer. You should wear it year-round, especially on your face and any spots not covered by clothes. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
I love the makeup that has has it in it. That's so helpful.
It's so nice because I always forget it when you have so many things you're putting on your face.
Yep, all the layers.
I know.
Do you forget it too when you put all the things on your face?
I do.
In your skincare routine?
I do. I have a skincare routine. It may not look like it, but it's there.
For you.
Thank you.
Good job, Matt.
Thank you so much. You know, my wife would be so happy that I'm talking about my skincare routine on live television. Okay, so high pressure in control for the next couple of days, and that means that our clouds are steered away from us. It means we see sunshine. It means we see beautiful weather. It also means we're going to be warming up to the warmest temperatures we've seen so far here in 2025. And right now, it's a little more in the 40s around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Still some spots in the 30s like Bonners Ferry and Colville, but won't be that way for long. Our highs this afternoon, everybody's up into the 70s, 72 in Coeur d'Alene. Spokane hits 73. We'll see a lot of places get close to 80 degrees across central Washington and into the LC Valley with a high of around 79. Let's skip forward to Friday because it'll be another sunny, beautiful day. And look what happens here. 80 in Spokane, upper 80s in the LC Valley, mid 80s in the Columbia Basin. And if you don't hit 80 degrees, you're going to be really close. 79 for Coeur d'Alene and Colville. Bonners Ferry, also a forecast high of 80 degrees. As we head into the weekend, things are going to change, however. Clouds, cooler temperatures, a chance for a few sprinkles on Saturday morning as the system moves through, a chance for a thunderstorm or two late Saturday night into early Sunday morning, and some of those showers may carry over into the very start of Bloomsday. But as the day goes on, we're going to see the sun come out and we'll see drying conditions. So I don't expect it to be as wet as it was last year, but we may still end up with a sprinkle or two to start the race, especially for you early starters. So there's your rain chances for Bloomsday coming up. We'll keep you updated over the next day or two as we get closer. And we have the morning sprint coming up after this and your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU and Volunteers Count.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay up.
Call Russell and Hill.
When you get to a point in your life's journey where you are trading one front door for another, sometimes it can be overwhelming. At Orchard Crest, you'll discover a community that embraces you like family. From engaging activities to wellness programs, every aspect of vibrant living is carefully curated for you. Our dedicated staff is here to ensure your comfort, safety, and well-being. Orchard Crest Retirement Community is a world of endless possibilities. To make an appointment for a tour, please call 509-928-2222.
Are you looking for a great place to get a great workout and crush those New Year's resolution goals? Let's go! Join now and strive to thrive in 2025 at Move Fitness. Join the movement.
Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime at the Last Stand Rodeo this Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd through the 25th in Coulee City. Presented by Chess Ford and NextEra Energy Resources. Get your tickets online at laststandrodeo.com. Don't miss it.
Clogged drains are a huge problem and can cost thousands. With Mainstream, you can prevent clogs before they happen. There's no better time than now to call Mainstream and ask about our 83 or it's free drain clearing special. For just $83, we'll send a technician to your home to clear your drain. And if for some reason we can't get it, it's free. With over 20 years of experience, the expert technicians at Mainstream can restore the flow. Call Mainstream today or visit us at mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this limited time deal.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better and to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay up.
call Russell and Hill.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Thursday with Morning Sprint.
We have another gorgeous day ahead of us. Meteorologist Matt Gray is tracking the sunshine.
Hannah Joy's in studio with why you'll see smoke throughout the month in Grant County.
And Allison Martinez is in studio sharing the story of a person who is in the right place at the right time to save a 13-year-old's life.
But first, we begin with the U.S. government's Title IX team investigating Washington schools on whether allowing transgender athletes to play on girls' sports teams violates federal law. The team is a joint initiative of the Department of Education and the U.S. Department of Justice. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon is calling the investigation a first of its kind.
But Washington Superintendent of Public Instruction Chris Reckdahl says the state has had laws in place since 2006 prohibiting discrimination based on gender identity. Local school districts, including Meade, have raised concerns over this issue recently. On Monday, Meade's school board was set to vote on a newly proposed transgender student policy, but that vote was delayed. We haven't received word on when the new vote will take place, but as this story develops, we'll keep you posted on KXLY.com.
We have another update to a fatal shooting from last week. An 18-year-old's in jail charged with murder in the deadly shooting at a Maverick gas station last Friday. New court documents indicate it was gang-related. Quentin Hutchison and 3 others pulled into the Maverick early Friday morning. When they got out, they were accosted by 4 men in a black SUV who followed them to the entrance. The men asked them where they were from. Hutchison told them he was IPO, short for Indian Pride Organization, a documented criminal street gang. And that's when Hutchison pulled out a modified handgun and opened fire, killing 24-year-old Timothy Allen Jr. and critically hurting another person. Hutchison turned himself into police Monday.
Another beautiful day ahead in your forecast as this warming trend continues through the end of the week. We will already be in the 50s at around 8 a.m., 60s before lunchtime, and expect our highs to be somewhere in the low to mid 70s for the afternoon. Lots of sun, very light winds, and we'll be on the road to 80 degrees by Friday afternoon before cooling and a chance for some clouds and showers over the weekend.
Severe weather killed 4 people in Pennsylvania and at least 2 in Oklahoma this week. The violent storms tore through more than a dozen states, bringing hurricane-strength wind gusts, hail, and tornadoes. A derecho, a long-track storm with destructive winds, left a trail of damage across a path of more than 500 miles from eastern Indiana through much of Pennsylvania. More than 900 flights in and out of the U.S. were canceled, and 250,000 people lost power. For updates on the impact of these storms, tune in to Good Morning America.
Throughout the month of May, if you see or smell smoke in Grant County, don't panic. It's not a wildfire or an emergency. It's part of a spring training for the Aircraft Rescue Firefighting Program, or ARFF. That training kicks off today and includes controlled fires. The training is happening at the ARFF facility near Big Bend Community College, and fire crews from around the Northwest and Canada take part. So again, if you smell smoke, it's just a drill.
In news for your health this morning, fears over the measles outbreak in Spokane, a measles outbreak rather, in Spokane County are growing. New data from the Spokane Regional Health District shows only 69% of kids between the ages of 4 and 6 are vaccinated against the disease. That's lower than some states that have had massive outbreaks. The CDC recommends children get their first dose of the measles vaccine between 12 and 15 months. For more information on what you can do to stay up to date on your child's immunization, you can head to KXLY.com.
A different route home from the grocery store turned into a life-saving detour. Heather Gant's courage and her CPR training saved 13-year-old Derek's life. He had a heart attack while riding his bike near Shadle Park High School. The two families want people to understand the importance of not being a bystander and getting CPR training. You can watch my full story on our website, KXLY.com.
Scared, worried, and angry. That's how a local mom says she felt when a scam call targeted her family. In this scam, the caller claims to be a Sergeant Young from the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. His offer? An early release from jail for a loved one. The twist here is that this mom was actually waiting for a call about a family member who was arrested the night before. She talks about the signs that made her hang up and the one thing you should say the next time someone calls asking you for payment over the phone. What that is tonight on 4 News Now at 6. Back with the final check of weather next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
2 minutes for checking to Berkeley County. Get your exclusive Spokane Chiefs debit card from Numerica today.
Do you like Hot Wheels? Do you want to see awesome Hot Wheels toys come to life? Join me at the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Blow and Fire and watch your favorite monster trucks do wheelies, donuts, and crush cars. Join the pre-show party before each performance. It's Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Blow and Fire, where you can see your favorite Hot Wheels toys become larger than life. See you there!
Sketchy phone calls. We've all gotten one, but there's a new scammer on the line who knows exactly when and who to target. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. I'll show you the twist catching local families off guard and how to protect yourself tonight at 6, only on 4 News Now.
Oh, a beautiful start to our day here in Spokane and across the inland Northwest. Another day with barely a cloud in the sky, and that's really going to help us warm up. We're talking mid and low 70s for today, and it just keeps getting warmer. Friday will be up around 80 degrees for many. It'll be the first 80-degree day of the year, but some changes for your Bloomsday weekend. A chance for some showers, especially Saturday night, that could linger on into Sunday morning, and another round of warm weather for next week.
Well, thanks so much for starting this beautiful day with us here on Good Morning Northwest. Happy May Day.
Yeah, happy May Day. We hope you can stick around. We'll have more live local updates coming up during Good Morning America. It starts right now.